Hey beautiful people, it's me, your favorite mystical person here on the internet, back with another astrology video. In this video, I'm talking about Mars in the 12th house, so if this is your placement, this video is for you. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into this video. A little bit about the 12th house. The 12th house is the house of your past life. It indicates where your cosmic lineage comes from. So depending on what sign rules your 12th house, that gives you an indicator of your cosmic lineage, and also looking at the planet. Your 12th house is also a house that has to do with your karma. It's your subconscious, your dreams, it's what's hidden from you, your hidden fears, and it's also where you find your hidden enemies. Mars in the 12th house indicates to me that you are somebody in your past life that was in a position of leadership and authority, somebody that was very powerful and renowned, and you most likely were in this position at a young age, since Mars in astrology, it's linked to youth. This makes me think that you came from a past life where you were in the position of a young general, like a young warrior, or a young pharaoh, a young king or queen, somebody that was in a very high-ranking position at a very young age. Your past life was very active, like you lived a very active life, you did a lot physically, or it could also mean that you came from a past life full of violence and chaos. So in this lifetime, with Mars in your 12th house, you are here to retreat, rest, and rejuvenate your energy. If you're a woman and you have Mars in the 12th house, this means that either in your past life you were a male, or you're just coming into this lifetime with a lot of masculine energy. You had a lot of masculine energy in your past life. And now that Mars is sitting in your 12th house, this indicates to me that your masculine energy is taking a back seat. That doesn't mean you're not going to do anything, but it just means like in this lifetime, you're not supposed to expend too much energy. And if you do anything related to creativity, artistic expression, healing would be best for you. You come from a cosmic lineage of warrior angels, warrior spirits. You have a powerhouse cosmic lineage, and this most likely indicates to me that you came from a royal lineage as well. With Mars having to do with action, activity, this indicates to me that there was something in your past life that you were doing that didn't get completed, or there was something that you desired. Mars is also your desire, something that you desired that you didn't obtain in your past life, and in this lifetime you are here to complete that thing or actively get that thing that you desire. Either way, in this lifetime, there is something that you're here to complete, defeat, or obtain. Your subconscious mind with Mars in the 12th house is very active. There's a lot going on in the subconscious mind. This could indicate that you have a very active dream state. You're somebody that's also very reflective. You put a lot of energy into actively understanding the deeper parts of yourself. You're somebody that could also have a lot of inner turmoil as well, because Mars is a very volatile kind of planet. There could just be a lot going on deep within you that you're battling against within yourself. In this lifetime, you're here to face your fears head on. And one of your biggest fear is power. Okay, it's either you're afraid of your own power or you're afraid of somebody else exerting power over your free will. Which brings me to the part of where Mars in the 12th house is linked to your hidden enemies. So your hidden enemies are anybody that's in a position of leadership or authority, or men. Okay, so ladies, you really need to watch your man, okay? Because this could be somebody that could be working against you to sabotage you, okay? So really be careful of your partners. Mars is linked to your sexual partners or like your lover, okay? So it's really important to be mindful of who you're dating, okay? Because this person could be working against you, not for you. Let's talk about karma and the 12th house. Mars in the 12th house indicates to me that their actions from their past life is rippling over in this lifetime. Mars in the 12th house people, a lot of your actions from your past are now haunting you in this lifetime. So if you feel uneasy for some reason and you just don't know why, or you just feel like this spiritual unrest, it's because of that. There are things that happen in your past life. There wasn't any closure there, and there is still an ongoing issue. Mars in the 12th house could also indicate how a lot of your enemies from your past are manifesting in this lifetime. It could also be that you just have a lot of karma when it comes to masculinity and just men in general. Mars in the 12th house is showing that there's a repressed anger, and that there was a past issue where it wasn't resolved, and there's this ongoing conflict happening in this lifetime as a result of something that happened in your past. Mars in the 12th house, people, I'm not trying to fearmonger on you, but really be mindful of the company that you keep. Be mindful of who you call your friend. Be mindful of people who appear to be your ally or appear to be in your corner, because these people really aren't. The thing with the 12th house is that it casts illusions, and this is a place where it could be very confusing and very unclear. So a lot of people's intentions you don't see clearly. You may see it one way, and the person on the other end will make you see it one way, but really behind the scenes is a whole nother thing. So this person could appear like they're friendly and that they're in your corner, but really behind the scenes, they could have secret jealousy towards you. They could be in secret competition with you to try to overpower you and sabotage you. And even to the extreme, this person could even want to unalive you, and they could be plotting this behind the scenes. It doesn't always have to manifest that way, but since Mars has to do with aggression, violence, and death, there could be some times where you're dealing with really dangerous people who their motives are very secret. They move in secret, to where it's like you would never guess that this person is plotting against you. And even if it's not to the extreme that somebody wants to unalive you, it could just be simply that people just secretly just don't like you. Because they don't like you, they're doing these little tactics to get at you or get to you. So really be careful with people, really suss people out, pay attention to signs, have a sense of clarity when you're dealing with others, and be careful of who you let close to you. When I see Mars in the 12th house, it makes me feel like in your past, you abused your power, because Mars is linked to power. Again, I was saying in the beginning that you were most likely in a position of power in your past life, and you might have done some things that really pissed people off. And as a result of that, a lot of the karma from your past is coming in this lifetime in the form of your enemies or people that just have unfinished business with you. And I know karma could be good or bad. In this case with Mars in the 12th house, a lot of what happened could have been bad things that you've done, because Mars is known to be a malefic, so it brings a lot of negativity, it brings conflict, it brings aggression, anger, just a lot of spiritual unrest. There could be just a lot of repressed anger, whether it's coming from you or other people, something that wasn't dealt with that now needs to be dealt with in this lifetime. Some examples of Mars in the 12th house people are Aaliyah. She had Mars in the 12th house, and look at how her life ended up being. She had all these people around her, specifically men at that, and then some way, somehow, she's not here anymore. And that's the thing about the 12th house too. It has this air of mystery, okay? So as we know with Aaliyah's death, we still don't know the details of what happened. People are still speculating this, that, and the third, but we still don't know the truth of what happened and who was behind it. Another Mars in the 12th house person is Selena, the singer. I'm not going to say her last name because I feel like I sound weird when I say it. The singer Selena Q, her friend Yolanda, quote unquote, ended up being her secret op. This lady had secret animosity towards her and had a secret jealousy for her, and she was the reasoning behind Selena's death. So these are some examples of how Mars in the 12th house can manifest when it comes to karma and hidden enemies. This placement could be a little intense, so people with Mars in the 12th house, just be very mindful and just approach people, places, and things with a sense of clarity so you don't end up in a situation that's unfortunate. Mars in the 12th house is the kind of person that could have hidden motives. So if you're cross-watching for somebody with this placement and you want to know why they kind of move a little suspect, it's because they have Mars in the 12th house. This is somebody that you really have to watch. Anybody with Mars in the 12th house that considers themselves a witch, watch them, because this is somebody that's well versed in the spiritual arts. They're very spiritually developed, and their spiritual work is very powerful and nothing to play with. Okay, so just watch them. That's no offense to anybody that's watching with Mars in the 12th house. I'm not saying everybody with Mars in the 12th house has ill intent, but I am saying watch them. And what I'm also saying is that if you feel like they're kind of hard to read and you just don't know what their motive is, it's because of the Mars in the 12th house. It kind of makes them a little suspect, or at least it makes them come across that way. Another side of this placement is that they're unconscious of their actions. And that doesn't mean I'm not holding them accountable for their actions. What I am saying is that this is somebody that can lack awareness within themselves, and they could just be unaware of the things that they do and the effect that it has on other people. They could be very unconscious about how they come across to people. We can't talk about Mars without talking about sex. Mars is the planet of sex. It's linked to your sexuality. Somebody that has Mars in the 12th house, they could be considered down low. And when I say down low, they could be homosexual. They will be homosexual behind the scenes, the 12th house, but in public, you would never think that they are. This is somebody that is very private about their sex life and who their sexual partners are. This is somebody that could have a lot of private affairs with people, or going back to how Mars is linked to your partner. So again, this is for the ladies. If you have Mars in your 12th house, watch your partner, okay? Because this is somebody that could be a chronic cheater. Okay, this is somebody that will go behind your back and sleep with other people. I'm just saying that's not always the case, but it could be. This is somebody that could also end up in a lot of scandals related to sex as well. So definitely be mindful of what you're doing and what gets leaked about you, because it could turn into a scandal. Since the 12th house is linked to your dreams, your fantasies, this is somebody that could have a lot of sexual dreams, a lot of sexual fantasies, and they could actively want to live out these sexual dreams and fantasies as well. This is somebody that could be a little freak. I'm not gonna lie. They're most likely like this behind the scenes, okay? So you would never guess that they have like this super freaky side, but they do, okay? They just keep it under wraps. They move in silence. There's somebody that has a life that requires them to have an element of privacy and mystique. You're not gonna know a lot about somebody with Mars in the 12th house. At least you're not gonna know about what they're doing. I would say the benefit of this placement is that you don't have a lot of people in your business, and that's because not a lot of people know what you're doing. And I think that's really good when it comes to manifesting your goals and certain things that you're pursuing, because Mars has to do with the goals that you're manifesting and the things that you're pursuing and working on. With Mars in the 12th house, they have that gift to understand the importance of privacy, and doing things in private will get you farther. It'll prevent you from encountering any blockages or obstacles. That is all I have for this Mars in 12th house video. I hope you guys found this insightful. And again, if this is your placement, leave it down below in the comments. Let me know your experience. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.